Yes, dear student, this is the continuation of that reversibility or principle of reversibility of light. So how light is being reversed? Suppose this is the air medium from which the ray was coming, AO, and at this point, after refraction, the ray is going from O to B. But at point B, there is a mirror which is kept perpendicular to the incident ray, normal to this. So what will happen? The ray will incident on this and will get reflect back and in reverse direction. So this is called principle of reversibility. So what is happening in the first case? The light ray is coming from air to water, that is from AO to OB. What is happening in the second case? After reflection, the ray is coming from water and going in air. So this is called reflection. Understood or not? This is incident and this is reflection. So what will happen? How to apply the law of law of refraction for incident ray? So this is light rays going in water and coming from air. So I would say refractive index of water with respect to air is equal to sin I upon sin R. Will I say like this? So I would say I have to find out refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. So it will become sin I upon sin R. But what is happening in the second case? Now in second case, see, the light is coming from the water and going into the air. So what I will find out? Refractive index of air with respect to water. This will become incident ray, R will become incident ray and I will become refracted ray. So what can I write here? Just reverse of that. That a refractive index of A with respect to B is equal to sin R upon sin I. This is for the reflecting ray. Multiplying these two together, so I had multiplied them together, so this I and I will get cancelled, R and R will get cancelled. This will how much? 1. So what it had become? The refractive index of B with respect to A is reciprocal of refractive index of A with respect to B. This is only called reversibility. This is only called reversibility. Have you understood this? This is reversibility. It follows that the refractive index of medium with respect to A is equal to reciprocal of refractive index of medium A with respect to B. Is this clear? This is called reversibility. This is called reversibility. Conclusion, it means refractive index of B with respect to A is equal to reciprocal of refractive index of A with respect to B. Is this clear? This is very important conclusion we got here. Now second concept, in continuation I am telling to you here, this is called lateral shift. Suppose there was a glass slab. This is very important. This activity you have to do in your practical also. So go through this properly. So this is the glass slab which is having thickness T. The light ray is incident from here. Actually it had to go like this, along L, if there will be no glass slab. But due to this glass slab, it is bending here and after that it is again refracting. So this is called emergent ray and this is called refracted ray and this is called incident ray. So what is shift? Lateral shift means what is the distance between incident ray? So this is the incident ray and this is the emergent ray. So this is called lateral shift. This D is called lateral shift. So this we have to derive the expression for this D. So how I can find out D? This is very important. D I can find out with the help of this triangle QKO. With the help of this I can find out D. Understood or not? D is like a perpendicular for I minus R. This is angle I incident and this is angle R refraction. So what is this? I minus R, vertically opposite angle. This angle is I. So this total angle should be I. But out of them this is R. So what is left? I minus R. And this is angle of refraction R here, because these are alternate angle. And what is this? Emergent angle, which is always equal to E. Incident angle, because these two are parallel, incident ray and emergent ray are what? Parallel. So that's why E is equal to I. So D I have to find out. So D I can find out with the help of this I minus R. So what I will write? How to find out I minus R? You know, trigonometric ratio says sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sin I minus r is equal to perpendicular d upon qc, d upon qo, sorry, d upon qo. But how to find out qo? For qo I can find out from this triangle. qo I can find out from this triangle. How? Because q and dash is known to you. This is the thickness t. ये thickness t है. This is thickness t. So I can find out q and dash. What is q and dash? This angle r. So you know cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. What I have to find out? Hypotenuse. So hypotenuse will be cos upon on. Is this clear? So see, there is the explanation shown to you, that is sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is d upon OQ. But how to find out? You have to find out d lateral shift. So this is equal to OQ into sin I minus r. But question comes, how to find out OQ? So hypotenuse you can find out cos theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So from here you can find out hypotenuse OQ. OQ is equal to t upon cos theta. So you got the value of OQ is equal to t upon, t is O and dash is equal to t. So cos theta, cos r is equal to base upon hypotenuse. So you got the value of OQ. So OQ is equal to t upon cos r. Substituting the value of OQ from here to here. OQ is equal to t upon cos r into sin I minus r. So this is called lateral shift. Understood? So it means the value of d, this is d is equal to t upon cos r into sin I minus r. So this is very important here now to increase the thickness of glass. What can I do? If t will increase, d will also increase. Increasing the value of angle of incidence, if value of I will be more, so d will be also more. Increasing the refractive index of medium, as refractive index will increase, so sin I minus r upon cos r will also increase. So by increasing all these value, I can increase what? Lateral shift. So that's all for today, and have a great time and go through the content and do the revision properly. Thank you. Have a great time.